It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Look at Cleveland's starting group. They've got LeBron James. Price is out there with Irving. Then there's Ilgauskas. And it's Doherty in at the four-man position. Now, here's Price. Outside Irving. Doherty dishes to Ilgauskas. That's good, and it's Doherty with the assist.
And I like how tenacious Ilgauskas is. Once he catches the ball, he feels like no one is stopping him.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And here's Price. He brings it up for Cleveland. Outside Irving. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Cleveland, Brad Doherty, personal foul. First team foul.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's McCollum. Williamson is screen on Irving. McCollum passes to Williamson.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Love how quickly the King got out there. The first two steps getting that break started.
Now McCollum. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Misi. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pocket six. Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
Price with it. And Ilgauskas kicks to Doherty. From down in the low post, it goes.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland.
At the line for one, Zion Williamson.
Free throw, no good for Williamson.
Yeah, that term unicorn kept coming up a lot with some of the draft picks that came into the league. Zion, absolutely one of one. What an incredibly unique performer.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They now take the lead.
Timeout.
LeBron's got 5 now.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And here are the Pelicans. They trail by 1. Murray for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. That's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. McCollum against Irving. Williamson from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Love outside. Back to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Love. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Murray. Pelicans leading by 5. The layup off target. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And yes, it's good.
And making the most of that inside opening. That's almost too easy for Kyrie.
Here's Messi. Pass to Murray. Williamson right side. Outside for Murray. Williamson outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Irving. Out to Price. LeBron outside. No good on the 3.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Irving with the ball. Guarded by Murray.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Murray finds Williamson. There's a good screen. There's the drive. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That's how you set a screen. You got to be quick to the spot, separate from your defender, set your feet, and then hold your position. He nails all 3 aspects there.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Now, here is Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Pelicans leading by 8. Alvarado bounce pass. Price with the steal. And there's the drive. Williamson with the block.
Forceful rejection coming over there from Zion. You got to be careful if he's lurking.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here is Irving. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Nance. Outside Irving. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Irving's got 5.
Zero hesitation. Irving was all set to go.
Here's Williamson. Another one falls for New Orleans.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Jones. And the wide open shot from Price. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Pelicans on top, up 6. And the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for Cleveland, we've got Kevin Love. He's out there with Larry Nance, and it's Brandon in at the 1. Can't get it to fall. New Orleans leading by 6. Hawkins passes to Olynyk. Price with the steal. Knocks it loose. Nance outside. Here's Brandon. He's defended by Alvarado. And so it's New Orleans with it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Doherty's checked in. And he goes right over Olynyk and slams it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. Sinks that one from the post. Williamson's got 18 points.
And Zion really lighting it up in this one.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Hawkins against Price. A shot's good on the assist by Nance.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Now Alvarado hasn't made one yet. Williamson outside. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
That build of Zion's making him so tough to contain. He's got the quickness, too, so under the rim, it's lights out.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Brandon. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Alvarado down low. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And Cleveland making a change here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Irving. Unloads from 13. And the jumper is on the mark.
Assist goes to.
And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, there's not a spot on the floor where Kyrie cannot damage him.
McCollum outside. Williamson against Nance. And Williamson gets it to go.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Price. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Williamson. To the paint. Here's Messi. Makes it off the glass. Messi's got 6 points.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
LeBron outside. Looks for Doherty and gets it to him. And Grant Doherty with the slam.
So much attention on James. He's able to get it to a teammate. That's a great look.
Pelicans leading by 6. Now here's Murray. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Out to the right wing. Back to Williamson.
2 minutes remaining.
Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. Price with the ball. Now defended by Williamson. Here's New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. One-on-one here. Nobody near Irving. From outside off the mark. So it's the Pelicans now. 6-point lead. Williamson is screen on Nance. Cullen passes to Williamson. And the basket is good. Williamson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
Price against McCollum. Outside Irving. Back to Price. It's tipped. Here's Williamson. Takes it inside. It's good. And now it's a 10-point New Orleans lead.
You're not going to scare Zion off if he's assertive and he's that far inside.
And here's Price. He has 5. Outside Irving. And another miss by Cleveland.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to Williamson. It's stolen by Nance. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Substitution on the court.
.32 seconds left to play here in the half. Back to LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
And you are at the mercy of LeBron James once he gets that kind of positioning. Nice finish.
They set the pick. Got a piece of it. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Irving. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Outside, James. James cooking from deep.
3.
Murray surveying the D. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the Pelicans. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. Right back after this break.
All right. They're thinking about the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Murray out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. And no good.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Got that one up quick. Irving's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Cleveland.
This is why you always have to be up in the space of Kyrie Irving.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing here by 8. And it's McCollum off the drive. And it's Price with the rebound. James, the pass to Augustus. And the jam by Augustus.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
And it's the Pelicans' ball. Murray outside.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Price with it. He's got 5. 90 seconds now into the second half. Augustus, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound on the possession.
McCollum kicks to Williamson. Some solid defense from Dort. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
For 3.
LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Over in the corner, Williamson. Hits the three-point bomb. Williamson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Have to admire the competitive mindset. Williamson proving he's up for the task, delivering the payback 3 there.
Out to Price for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, he needs to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Williamson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 33 points for Zion Williamson. Here is Price. He's got 5. Three-pointer. Messi grabs the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The drive by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Already one of the most powerful dunk artists in the history of this game. Mount Zion.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. They get a hand on it. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. The Cavaliers with another miss.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now Price. Looking to get it going. He can't get that one. Good D by McCollum. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Kevin Love's checked in for Doherty. Price looking it over. It's deflected.
All the length of Kelly Olynyk helping to get that block.
It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Alvarado. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist in the game. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Payton's checked in. Off the inbound, and the dunk by James.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
1:24 left here in the third quarter. Olynyk, a screen on Irving. McCollum fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Into the lane. Payton left side, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Swatted away.
And he's like a pogo stick. Nance just pops up off the floor and then has that reach to get his hand on the ball.
Price with the steal. Nance with it. Jones covering. Price outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
In for the Cavs, number 1, Terrell Brandon.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Here's Jones. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jones has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs. Here's McCollum. Three-pointer, Payton. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Brandon. Defended by Peyton. Out to Price. Launches a three. Drills it from outside. Price has got 8 points.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the act. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Larry Nance out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Doherty. And it's Brandon.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Irving for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here is Hawkins. Loads it up for Williamson. Hawkins passes to Olynyk. 6 to shoot. Olynyk sets a screen for Brown. Over Irving, and it's New Orleans scoring again. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Brown against Irving. Love outside. Misses the 3. Pelicans leading by 12. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, good luck trying to stop Zion there. He's so determined to score. When the defense gets physical with him, he comes right back at him.
McCollum's checked in for Bruce Brown.
At the line for 1, Zion Williamson.
Here's Brandon. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was talking about with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Well, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David.
Now, Zion plays with such force down low. He fights right through. And he'll be at the free throw line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Ilgauskas is checked in, and both free throws good for Williamson. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Poked loose. Here's Brandon. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
At the line for New Orleans, Zion Williamson. Shooting 1.
Free throw, no good for Williamson.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Now here's McCollum. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and stolen by LeBron. To the middle. Here's Price. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
There's Williamson with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Williamson's got 49 points in the game.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Screen by Jones. From outside the arc. And another three for New Orleans.
Yeah, nothing the defense is going to do there. Zion locked in.
And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jose Alvarado. David.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
A try by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, the coordination that Zion has when he starts to get that body in motion, you gotta fear that if you're the defender on that play.
Price kicks to Ilgauskas. Back to Price. A putback. Rebounded by McCollum. New Orleans leading by 22. Here's Williamson.
Oh, Zion, those 2 points felt like a mini earthquake.
Price against McCollum. In the corner, it's James. To end the run. Excellent D that time from Jones.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Doherty with the bucket.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And that one's good by LeBron. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Williamson outside. Olynyk sets a screen for Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
LeBron dishes to Doherty. James up top, defended by Jones. 5 to shoot, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm, or you're gonna get a call.
And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Here's Williamson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great